Hello my dear students, class 6. Today we will be discussing about the geography chapter motion of the earth. Okay, so let's start. In ancient time it was believed that the earth is in the rest position and the other celestial bodies move around it. Okay, but however the Nicholas Copernicus proved that the earth is only appeared to be stationary, means earth is moving with the celestial bodies. Okay, so he further added that the earth not only spins on its own axis but also moves around the sun. The earth rotates on its axis. Okay, rotates on its own axis as well as she moves around the sun. She moves around the sun. Okay, so this we will see further. See, the earth is moving itself as well as she is revolving around the sun. She is moving around the sun. Like every other planet of the solar system, our earth has two types of motions. So what are they? We have discussed in 5th standard also. Since 3rd standard we are discussing that our earth has two motions. Okay, two types of motions. So first was that rotation and the next one is revolution. Okay, so rotation is the movement of the earth on its own axis, while revolution is the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path called its orbit. When the earth moves around itself, it's called its rotation, and when she takes round around the sun, that is called revolution. Fine. So first we will see the rotation of the earth. Okay, see, the earth rotates upon its imaginary axis like a top. Have you seen the spinning top? Okay, or the potter's wheel? Yes. So from west to east, from west to east. Okay, so you must have seen trees or houses running in the opposite direction while traveling in the train. So you know that in reality they are fixed. Okay, they are fixed on their own places and our train is moving. Similarly the sun and the other celestial bodies appears to move in the sky from east to west direction, but it is the earth that is moving, not the sun. Are you getting my dear students? See, the earth's axis is not perpendicular. Axis is not perpendicular to the direction of sun rays. The direction of sun rays here. Okay. So, what I am trying to tell you, that earth's axis is not perpendicular. See, because our earth is in tilted manner, right? So earth's axis is not perpendicular, it is tilted. Okay, so the direction of sun rays not to the plane of the earth's orbit. Okay, so this is the orbital plane that we are going to discuss ahead. So it is inclined from the vertical line at the angle of 23 degree. At the angle of C. This is the axis and it is tilted manner. So at the 23 degree. Are you getting me? So it makes an angle of 66.5 degree with the orbital plane, which is formed by the orbit of the earth around the sun. This is 23 degree tilted manner, this axis, because our earth is in tilted manner. So this is 23 degree and remaining 66. Okay. Sorry my dear students. 23.5 degree and 66.5 degree. Okay. See, 23 and half and 66 and half degree is equal to 90 degree. Are you getting me? Okay. So thus the earth always remains tilted to one side while moving around the sun. So this tilt is called the inclination of the earth's axis. The inclination is always in the same direction, means towards the polar star. Yes, towards the polar stars. Okay. So what happened of the rotations by the rotating earth? What happens? The effects of the rotation of the earth is due to rotation of the earth, day and night occur. Yes, and a day consists of 24 hours. Right, my dear students? So first, the first effect of day and night. Day and night occur. Okay. Then the second effect is that as the earth rotates, it appears the sun, the moon and the stars are moving from east to west. Right? The concept of direction based on the sunrise and sunset has been given by it. Now see the bulging of the earth at the equator. The bulging at the equator, okay? The bulging of the earth at the equator and flattening at the poles, north pole and south pole. The bulging in the middle in the equator and flattened on the poles are also caused due to the rotation, because our earth is constantly rotating, spinning. So what happens? The polar points are getting flattened and the earth is bulging at the equator. Also, movements of winds, oceans, currents and tides are also caused due to rotation. Are you getting, my dear students? Now we will discuss about the circle of illumination. Now see here, we get heat and light from the sun. Everyone we know that earth is in spherical shape. So due to this, only one half of it that faces towards the sun, it's get illuminated, get lightened, okay, and the other half that does not face the sun remains in darkness. Can you see here? So this area is getting illuminated by the sun and the next part of the back side of the earth remains in the dark. Therefore, at the time of one hemisphere, the earth which receives sunlight that experiences day, while the other hemisphere away from the sun experiences light. Are you getting me? Okay. The imaginary line that separates the lighted part of the earth from the dark is known as the circle of illumination. Now see the imaginary line. See the imaginary line that separates the lighted part, okay? This, okay? Because this line is separated the lighted part to the dark, okay? So this circle is called the circle of illumination. Are you getting? Now see what we have discussed. The axis is not perpendicular to the sun rays. Yes. And the part which is getting illuminated to the sun and the rest part is to the dark side. So the circle which is separate the area of sun rays to the dark. So this circle is called the circle of illumination. Have you got, my dear students? Let's move forward. Now we will discuss about the revolution of the earth. While rotating on its own axis, the earth also revolves around the sun. Yes, while it is moving itself, it is revolving around the sun. Yes, my dear students. So this motion of the earth is known as revolution. That you know? Okay. So the time taken by the earth to complete one revolution around the sun comprises 1 year. It is considered as 1 year. So therefore, revolution of the earth is also known as the annual motion. Yes? So the earth takes 365 days. Okay? 365 days as well as more 5 hours 48 minutes. Okay? And 56 seconds to complete one revolution around the sun. But for our convenience, we count only 365 days in a year. The balance of remaining 6 hours is adjusted in one extra day after every 4 years. I will explain you, my dear students. See, earth takes 65 days, 365 days. 365 days as well as 5 hours. Okay, 5 hours 48 minutes and 56 seconds. And roughly we consider that year has 365 days. Yes. And what about 5 hours 48 minutes and 56 seconds? So these are included in the one more day. Okay, one extra day after every 4 years. See, 5 hours. 1 year 5 hours. The second year 5 hours remain. Third year 5 hours remain, and fourth year 5 hours remain. So in every 4 years, one more day is extended. Okay, and it is calculated in the month of February. So in month of February, that year is considered as a leap year with 366 days. So that time in the calendar, February month has 29 days. Yes. So this which is added in the month of February, so that particular February of that particular year. So therefore, every fourth year February has 29 days, and this year has 366 days. 366 days, and such a year is called a leap year. Leap year. Okay. So the extra day in the month of February is called a leap day. This day is called leap day. Now we will move forwards and we will see the effects of revolution. So what happens due to the revolution of earth, that we will see. See, the revolution of the earth around the sun directly or indirectly affect the life of the earth and causes various natural phenomena. The different effects on the earth revolutions, like the first is that differences in the duration of day and night. Sometimes we experience small day, sometimes we experience the short night. Yes. So the another effect is that difference in the distribution of heat over the surface of the earth. And the third and main effect is causes the cycle of seasons. Okay, that we will see in detail. The change in the seasons is one of the major effect of the earth's revolution. Now see, the cycle of seasons, see the earth completes one revolution around the sun in 1 year, which is divided into five seasons. They are spring, summer, rainy, autumn and winter. The cycle of seasons is caused due to see the first is the inclination of the earth's axis at the fixed angle, okay, and its direction, and the other is the revolution of the earth around the sun. Now clear that the picture has been given here. This shows the movement of the earth around the sun and the position of earth on the 4 selected days. The first is 21st March, 21st March, okay, and second one is 21st June. The third one is 23rd September. And the fourth one is 22nd December. Okay, so these are the 4 positions. The day on which the midday sun shines vertically overhead at the Tropic of Cancer or the Tropic of Capricorn, and the duration of the day is longest in the hemisphere. It is called the solstice. Okay, and the position 2 and 4 of the earths are solstices. Okay, so the day on which the midday, see the figure, the day on which the midday sun shines vertically, okay, vertically overhead at the equator, and the duration of the day and night is equal. So this is called equinox. So the position first and third are